EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing right away, here's Locke. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where
under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. On the return, it's Rodgers. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Locke. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 22.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So Turtles are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That one complete out to Dotson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Touchdown, Washington! So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over a 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Locke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Colts at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And, Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least 1 win before this season is over?
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw it is Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Al now to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to strike for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 21, Colts 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score. Commanders 28, Colts 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. Throw left side complete to QT. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
That's good for our Colts.
Now Locke. Airing it out deep for Woods. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
A final shot before half for Locke. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of the first down.
The fullback dive held up short. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And does Washington have it? They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 2nd and 9. Now Howell. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. Now Locke, got to have this one. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to do.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
And the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Sly on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Commanders 49, Colts 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Block now to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Washington on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. 74 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Block off of play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Locke to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone.